Hello, my name is Zachariah with Old Man Gaming. Welcome to this, which is going to be like a little preview of something. So I do this every Next Fest. Usually I do like 2 to 4 games, and I just do a couple previews. I download the demos because I love Next Fest. I love the demos. Although this year, not a whole lot of stuff screamed out at me, except for one thing, and that is this game. And I am absolutely super excited for it. I can't contain my excitement for it. I do have like 1 or 2 small concerns, but I am so excited for this game, and hopefully I'm pronouncing this right. It's Absolum, and yeah, can't wait to talk about it. So let's just get right into it. This isn't like a review or a snap judgment review or anything like that, so I'm just going to talk about the game, what my experience with the demo for a little bit. I am so excited for this game. I wish there was a release date so I could mark it on my calendar. So this game is from Guard Crush, the guys who made Streets of Rage 4, other beat-em-up type games. They're very good at that, and they have decided to do a rogue-em-up, as they're calling it, though I'm not going to lie. When I first looked at this, I got a little bit nervous because the whole roguelite thing has kind of like waned up on me. I get really sick of going all the way back to the beginning, starting completely over, only getting like a handful of problems. So it just wanes on me. I get really sick of those games, just doing them over and over again. Even with procedural generation, it just does. There's only been a handful of them that have really sucked me in and held me there. That being said, this game has just the right amount of roguelite elements to it, in my opinion. So what is this game? What is the overview of it? It's a beat 'em up. It is completely original content, so they're not doing anybody else's. They're not making a third or a fourth one of somebody else's. And it is a fantasy medieval beat 'em up, right? With that being said, I believe there's going to be 4 characters to choose from at launch right now. You could play 2 right off the bat in this demo, and then one of the things that I really love about it is you could unlock a 3rd character in the demo to try. And what you do with this is you go in, you're kind of like this fighter for this root mother. She keeps you alive, so she can keep bringing you back to life as long as she lives. And you're trying to take out this, ancient evil, kind of the run-of-the-mill story there. That being said, they really bring the world to life with the voice acting here. The voice acting is phenomenal from both the characters and the other stuff, and the writing. What I love is the little tidbits that these characters will say to each other in the fights, what they'll say about what they gather during their missions and quests, which brings me to the actual run stuff. It is run-based. You go on a run. That being said, there are so many different ways to move through the run, and so many different places to use. You can also, find little hidden places, hidden off the road kind of ways through. Like an example of this is right when you go into the run, there are 2 ways to go, up some stairs or around the back. But there's actually a 3rd way that I found after 4 tries, and this is actually a completely another way to go. Plus, you get a map in this one, a map that actually shows you all the points of interest. And while there is some procedural generation in between the point of interest and where you are, the point of interest stays the same and actually reacts to the things you do in it, which I love. I absolutely love. I'm not saying that this is a concept that hasn't happened in roguelites. It's just, to me, it's either too much of it or not enough, and this is the perfect amount. Good example is there's a spot where you can get towards the center of the map, which is like a camp. But there's a guy there who says that there's a bridge. It's broken, so you can't cross the bridge. But you can still jump off the edge of the bridge or go to the south. If you jump off the edge of the bridge, you end up in a level at the end of which, if you successfully get through it all, you can urge certain people to build that bridge back up, and then you can take that bridge and actually skip forward a little bit in the map. Makes a shortcut. Another one that I want to talk about, I don't want to give spoilers because this is kind of secret, but it's in a camp. You find this person just kind of off to the side. If you talk to them, you can bribe them to get into a heist, which takes you to a whole nother area of the map, and stuff like that. That's just absolutely really, really cool and interesting. world building and story building. I actually felt like my runs were unique. Like even in Hades, which is arguably one of the greatest roguelites ever made, there is a sameness to the runs each time through. Even with the rooms being slightly different, you get used to it. With this, like, I really felt like I was building and discovering a world that perpetuated itself. So there are these procedural generations in between that keeps things spicy while the world itself stays the same, so I know where I'm going as I discover. And like I said, it's one thing that roguelites, in my opinion, kind of miss out on, is that feeling of exploration, because usually once you do something, it's gone. With this, when you do things, it stays around, it sticks around, and I really, really enjoy it. Not to mention the fact this demo itself is so meaty. It has the 2 core characters. It has a lot of upgrade trees for them. It has a lot of upgrade paths for them. Extra special abilities that you can unlock. And then, of course, like I said, the secondary character, the third character that you actually get from doing like 3 or 4 runs and actually storyline-wise bringing them into the game. I think this game I'm just so excited about it. I have very rarely played a demo and then gone back to that demo repeated times. That's just not usually how I do something. I usually play a demo, I mark it on my calendar if I want it, or I don't, and then I walk away from the demo. I have played this demo for like 4 hours already, and I am already thinking about playing it again when I'm done doing this Snap Judgment, this preview or whatever. But I mean, it's all pros almost. I love the combo system. I love how they build off the combo system. One thing about the abilities that you get as you fight through the game, there are permanent abilities that your character can get that changes your combo strings and how you can put your combos together. The comboing is really interesting and cool. I think the character work is really interesting and cool, and the differences between them. My only problem so far, and maybe this is because I am stupid, is they have a deflect/dodge button in the game. So, B button does a lot of stuff. If you tap it, it either deflects or dodges, and then if you hold it, you run. You'll do like a run, sprint. Here's my issue here, is that the deflect and dodge, I can't figure out how to get the deflect to hit. And I'm sure it's a timing thing that I haven't managed, but like I have tried multiple different timings and the deflect seems to like connect randomly, which drives me nuts. So I have a really hard time figuring out the deflect dodge system, and I feel like the deflect dodge system is integral to this game. So I'm hoping, my only concern, my only nitpick in this entire thing is, devs, if for some reason you decide to, indulge this channel of 612 people and low quality videos, the only thing I will say to you is, please, when you do a full release, explain the deflect/dodge situation a little bit better to me, because I don't understand when I am dodging, when I am blocking, when I am whatever. I'm hitting that button, and sometimes I'm dodging, sometimes I'm deflecting, sometimes I'm sprinting, and that's driving me absolutely nuts. No joke. All right. There's not a whole lot more I can say. I can't keep vamping about this forever. There's so many cool secrets to discover. There's so many cool things to discover. I have not been upset with one conversation I've had in the game. They've all been interesting lore-building situations that keep me invested. The fighting itself is really good, crisp, and clean. The comboing is awesome, and the art is phenomenal and amazing. I cannot wait for this game to come out. I can't wait for it to release. I'm super excited for it. Just so many things. You know what? I'll add one other thing to it. The differences between the characters. One thing that Guard Crush is really good. They did this really well in Streets of Rage 4. They're really good at making the characters in a beat 'em up feel differently, which you can't always do. Honestly, if I had to get real nitpicky on my all-time favorite beat 'em up, River City Girls 2, I would say that many of the characters feel very samey in their combos and the way they attack and the way they move. Whereas Streets of Rage 4 absolutely does not do this, and neither does this game. The dwarf, the elf drow type character, and this weird doll assassin character that you unlock, they all fight completely differently. Completely differently. The dwarf's, skill attack or combo finisher launches characters into the air, whereas your drow kind of brings them down to air and smashes them, and then the doll maker character, which is the doll character, which is even cooler, has like an extended arm that pulls you into them and puts you into midair for an air combo, which is really intriguing. So you can like jump to a person, hit them with a bunch of aerial moves, then when they're in air, hit them again. It's multi-directional too. So hopefully I've got a chunk of the play with her in here somewhere. And then, of course, the music is phenomenal. I mean, Guard Crush did great music on Streets of Rage 4. I shouldn't expect less, but I really got into this game. This, depending on what this is when it releases, is a strong contender for my new greatest beat 'em up of all time, without a doubt. Looking forward to it. Absolum, I'm going to stop vamping about it now. Like I said, the only complaint I have is this deflect, dodge, sprint system. I want a little bit more clarified. Plus, hey, just for the record, Guard Crush, you got more than 4 buttons out there, okay? Nowadays, every controller has a left bumper, right bumper, all of those things. And you've got a couple of things keyed to those, like special skills, but you definitely have some free buttons. Maybe attach something to the deflect and then keep the dodge and sprint button its own thing. I would prefer that if I had any nitpicky. Other than that, I love this game. Really excited for it. Hope you guys agree with me. You can let me know in the comments below. You can reach us on Blue Sky at Axiom Games, LLC/Old Man Gaming. And then, of course, you can, as long as you guys keep watching this, and we'll keep making videos. We'll see you guys next time.
Some guards have decided to...